Ben attım diğerini ona göre.
Heavy rain in the Kusadasi district of Aydın province caused rivers to overflow and vehicles to be swept away by floodwaters. Heavy rain across Aydın province negatively impacted daily life and caused flooding in rivers. In the Kusadasi district, a 30-minute downpour caused flooding in the Davutlar and Güzelpanli neighborhoods. The overflowing of poorly maintained rivers caused flooding in streets and alleys. While no casualties were reported in the flooding, several vehicles were swept away. Flooding also occurred on the Kusadasi Ring Road and the Garage intersection, which are under the responsibility of the Highways Directorate. These roads were closed to traffic, and vehicles swept away by the floodwaters were captured on camera by residents. Teams are continuing their work in the area. In the Kusadasi district of Aydın, heavy rain that began in the morning quickly intensified and turned into flooding. Water, especially in the Kesmelik neighborhood and along the ring road, submerged vehicles. Several cars on Süleyman Demirel Boulevard were seen completely submerged, and drivers abandoned their vehicles and sought shelter in safe places. With the closure of major roads such as Ataturk Boulevard, transportation in the district was completely paralyzed. Police teams took extensive security measures in the area to drain the water. The flooding disaster affected not only roads but also accommodation facilities. Floodwaters descending from the mountains in the Davutlar and Güzelpanli districts of Kusadasi reached luxury businesses in the area. The lobby of a five-star hotel in Güzelpanli was completely unusable due to flooding. Evacuation efforts began at tourist accommodations, while the lower floors of several homes and businesses were flooded. Residents stated that they did not expect such heavy rainfall, drawing attention to infrastructure problems. A similar nightmare unfolded in the Datca district of Muğla. In Datca, where the Meteorological Directorate of the 4th Regional Office had issued a warning of up to 60 kilograms of rain, heavy rain accompanied by a storm turned roads into lakes. Local government teams were put on alert, and drivers struggled to navigate main roads. However, the most striking scenes occurred on the coast. Tons of mud and debris carried by the current piled up in the world-famous Kumluk Bay in the İskil neighborhood. The bay, known for its crystal-clear waters, turned murky within minutes.
Ay gitti arabalar gitti vallahi.
Experts warned that the rainfall system affecting the aging coast would likely continue for the next 24 hours. Residents, especially those living on the ground floor and businesses near the riverbed, were urged to take precautions. Highway crews and municipalities worked tirelessly to clear blocked roads and drain the water. Authorities stressed the need to avoid travel unless absolutely necessary and to stay in higher ground to protect themselves from flooding. The flooding in Aydın and Muğla once again highlighted the consequences of climate change and inadequate infrastructure. Vehicles swept away and hotels submerged in water in Kusadasi, as well as the muddy sea in Datca, illustrated the scale of the disaster. While the fact that there were no casualties is a major consolation, damage assessment work in the region will reportedly begin once the rain stops. Heavy rains also paralyzed transportation. Mud and debris flowing from the mountains blocked the Sok-Aydin highway in the Argavli section, bringing traffic to a standstill. Teams dispatched to the area worked diligently to reopen the road to traffic. Teams from relevant agencies, particularly the municipality, responded promptly to reports received from across the district. These teams worked tirelessly to mitigate the negative impact of the flooding. In the Kusadasi district of Aydin, heavy rains caused rivers to overflow, and vehicles were swept away by floodwaters on the streets.
Koysun kapatsın cebini. Montun cebine koy kapat. Ha?
Thanks to the swift intervention of the Kusadasi Municipality Public Works Directorate, the Emergency Response Team, and field teams from the Parks and Gardens Directorate, the main roads and routes were cleared in a short time. As a result, life in the city began to return to normal. However, the heavy flow from riverbeds and stormwater drainage channels, which are under the responsibility of Aydin Metropolitan Municipality, the State Water Company, and the Highways Directorate, caused damage to infrastructure. Main roads and side streets quickly became riverbeds. Following instructions from Mayor Omer Ginal, teams from the Kusadasi municipality immediately responded by deploying heavy equipment to the scene. The coordinated efforts of the Public Works Department field teams, the Emergency Response Team, and teams from the Parks and Gardens Directorate prevented the potential disaster from escalating. Mayor Genel visited the Gizaltamli neighborhood, which was the worst affected by the flooding, to inspect the ongoing work. In a meeting with business owners and residents affected by the flooding, Genel stated that the team would work nonstop and that the situation would be resolved as quickly as possible. Mayor Genel expressed his condolences to the affected business owners and residents, stating natural disasters can be prevented. Necessary measures must be taken before such an event occurs. He also noted that there are streams in the area that need to be rehabilitated and infrastructure projects that need to be completed, saying, "We're not looking for who is to blame. Every institution needs to do its part." Gunel inspected the area along the road and reported that the greatest damage occurred at a tourist facility.
Ay gitti arabalar gitti